Hello and welcome to the first game of the day. It's gonna be a best out of 3 in the small finals of the loser bracket of StarLadder Season 4 LAN Finals live from Kiev Cyber Arena, although fortunately we are not in Kiev. And I say we because I'm not gonna be alone. I'm gonna be supported by EG.Bdiz today. Welcome to your, well, your first time. I'll be gentle. Casting Dota 2. I had to say something like that, I'm sorry. So, yeah, you casted Hon before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just so people know that you're not entirely a virgin of casting, that is.
Jesus.
I know, I just had to say it, I'm sorry. So, yeah, also for people that are watching during the, in the stream, because I know that people can watching inside the game as well, but if you're in the stream, then you see on the sides the names of the teams and the players and their signature heroes, and at the bottom I added something to let me know if you like that. That's actually quotes about the teams from both Gods, as well as Bulba, as well as Pyrian Flax. So try to read those because they're very long, actually. So sorry. So what do you expect from this game?
Some excitement. I haven't actually watched much of VP because for some reason it's like one team that I just haven't been able to watch games of. And I know that they've been on a tear recently, only losing to Empire in the Aces Battle of the Year and yesterday.
Yep.
In this very tournament. And Fnatic's also been on a tear recently. They lost yesterday to Na'Vi, obviously, but they just won Thor Open, their first major Dota 2 LAN, beating NTH in the finals convincingly. And they also did pretty well at DreamHack Winter, getting top 4, which I know surprised a lot of people, but I was expecting that from them. I'm a big fan of FnaticEU.
Why are you a big fan of FnaticEU? Oh, because they were previously Hon players, or?
Yeah, I've played with and against these guys a whole lot over the years.
Nice, because they have been together for such a long time, and that's making them all the more stronger if they actually... I mean, they haven't been switching to Dota that long ago. Like a couple of months now, and they're doing amazingly well.
Well, they switched, I think, before DreamHack Summer, so it's been a little bit of time. But
they played DreamHack Summer.
Yeah,
they won DreamHack Summer.
I know, but they started playing Dota 2 before then.
Yeah, but they didn't fully switch until during summer somewhere.
I guess. The technicality got me there.
I know. Technicalities. Well, so, I mean, it's something that I'm curious about how they're actually going to do, because for now they're playing really well. They actually were able to beat Na'Vi in 17 minutes last Monday in a game, but then yesterday, of course, not having that kind of type of game. Also because Na'Vi just played really well and really calculated, so I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to do later today, as of course Na'Vi themselves has been in a bit of a slump lately. But yeah, Fnatic, I'm very curious. I don't think they have played versus Virtus.pro in a long time.
Yeah, not that I've seen, at least.
Hope they haven't.
Look at the draft. I'm kind of surprised a little bit that Fnatic took Chaos Knight over Sven there, just because Sven is still really, really powerful hero, and I'm sure everyone knows, you know, the ability to one-shot an entire team with Cleave. But I guess they prefer CK against the Lifestealer.
Yes, of course, one of Era's favorite heroes. He really loves to play that CK, and it's basically a bit of their trademark combination. Wisp CK, they play that so much. Now, I do think that Virtus.pro knows that also, so I hope for them that they are prepared for it. They've picked up the Lifestealer, so there's already built-in BKB right there. Ninja Prophet and a Bounty Hunter, so going for some active mid-game possibly. And the Darkseer was the other pickup from Fnatic. With the second banning phase already going on the way, was actually Magnus, Nyx Assassin, Enigma, and the Naga Siren already banned out for Virtus.pro. And the Bat Rider Undying and the Shadow Demon banned out. And wow, and the Storm Spirit banned out by Fnatic. What do you think about the Storm Spirit ban?
I saw Virtus.pro yesterday when they had Wisp on their team. They also got Storm Spirit for more of a long-range gank initiation. And Nyx Bomb with Storm Spirit is still a very powerful combo. I mean, they have a Nature's Prophet to get Nyx around the map too, but Storm Spirit is way better with Nyx than Furion.
And it was also a hero that Virtus.pro played yesterday, I believe. Played him at some point. I just heard that you cannot be heard in Dota TV. So if
Oh,
that's
damn it! I
sometimes a
thought I
bug.
fixed that.
That's sometimes a bug. If you just toggle your microphone on and off, then that should be fixed. If you see the bar moving, then that definitely
Yeah, the
should be
open mic
fixed.
threshold is
Yeah,
moving now.
cool.
Damn it!
It happens. It's also a bit of a bug in Dota 2. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And if you don't toggle it on and off, so it's nothing to do with how you set your
I wanted to
microphone.
fix it beforehand to make sure that didn't happen.
Yeah,
So it
but
would
you
be
can't.
a
It's
casting
it's
noob.
at random.
Alright.
Cannot prevent the bugs.
I still
Unfortunately,
feel bad about it though.
don't. Although, you know, sometimes when the co-caster toggles his microphone on and off, then the other caster's microphone will be off, so maybe my microphone will be off in 2 minutes. So it's a keeper of the light ban for Virtus.pro. They don't want to be seeing that one in the trial lane, of course, with Fnatic. I mean, what Fnatic still needs is they still have a chance to pick up a jungle hero if they really want to. You can go for a trial lane hero. There's still a lot of heroes in there that could help out with that Wisp and Chaos Knight. For example, Rubik comes to mind. Would be a quite a nice hero for Fnatic at the moment. And well, what do you expect that they still are gonna go for?
Fnatic's been running a lot of junglers, especially during DreamHack Winter. They ran a lot of junglers. They were dueling mid all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if Fnatic ran Wisp CK mid. Then put like an Enigma in the jungle. Okay, I lied. Enigma's banned, but Chen's still out there. No-Tail does play a lot of Chen, so I could see them picking that up and running it in the jungle. It depends on how they feel they want to play this, because Chen is kind of bad against the Nyx. In terms of Nyx can just kill a creep, and if he has a Midas, then he can kill 2 creeps.
Yeah, and that is gonna be that's gonna be the most annoying thing if you're a Chen.
Yeah.
Two of the 3 creeps you have just instantly gone, and we're gonna see a crazy invoker, a signature hero for him, I believe, as they have kind of given away now what they plan on doing. We're gonna see a dual lane with the Lifestealer, probably with the Nature's Prophet inside the jungle, I would expect. Bounty Hunter on the off lane. It's gonna be fairly safe for Virtus.pro, their lanes, by the looks of it. What kind of support would you suggest Virtus.pro to get with the Lifestealer?
They're lacking disables right now, so definitely something with a stun. I hate trying to think of heroes off the top of my head without actually looking at them. It's so hard.
That's the curse of a caster. You don't have a bar where you see all the heroes on the sides or something. They're still in. But Rubik is, as I said, Rubik?
Yeah. Rubik's always a strong hero. He doesn't have, right now at least, the best spells to steal.
Can steal Chaos Bolt.
That's alright. It's not amazing though. It's not something like, a Black Hole or a Ravage.
Jakiro.
But another option, Jakiro's still out there even though he gets slightly nerfed in the recent patch. Disruptor. Okay, that's a hero that I've seen NS play a lot of in the past.
You're right.
Wow.
We're gonna see 2 dual lanes. It's gonna be a Sven Lina dual lane and a Chaos Knight Wisp dual lane. And wow, I do like that there's instantly one of the quotes is instantly correct, because I think it was Boba that said they love their dual lanes. Well, there we go. My god, my quotes are working out. Or someone else's quotes are working out, but I put them there. It's cool. But one thing to note here, by the way. Sorry?
Some sneaky drafting from Fnatic.
Yeah.
Waiting to pick up the Sven until the very end. And the pick of Disruptor by VP was also really good against the Wisp combo. It's really, you have to be very aware of where Disruptor's positioning is whenever you're going to TP as Wisp against the hero. So you can just send you or, the CK or Sven, whoever he's TPing with, out of the fight and then pick off a free kill. Or you can even, drop his silence early, preemptive silence in kinetic field, and just kill both of them.
True.
So Disruptor's very, very good against that combo.
I'm quite surprised to see that the Templar Assassin as well as the Jakiro both just got passed over. Like it's nothing. Heroes that we've seen picked up so much until last Wednesday. Or banned, rather.
Yeah, the Jakiro took a pretty decent nerf in terms of damage to Ice Path being reduced. It just hurts his early game a bit.
Yeah, and I guess in terms of dual lane, the dual lanes for Fnatic didn't really need it, because of course we already know that Lina and Sven is a pretty strong combination. And Virtus.pro, I mean, you said that they need, they needed a stun. It's not really a stun that they got, but the kinetic field is quite nice as well. Just quickly go over the heroes who's playing what. It's No-Tail that's going to be playing the Wisp era, of course, on his Chaos Knight. It's going to be JK or Hani playing the Sven. with Fly on the Lina, and that will leave Trixie playing his Darkseer. And Santa is scouting out on his bounty hunter. You want to introduce Virtus.pro?
Alright, NS is playing his signature disruptor. Airman playing Nyx in the dual lane mid with NS. KSI is playing Furion. And CRZ, or Crazy, is playing Invoker in the safe lane solo. And they're going to have Bounty Hunter played by Santa, who just placed a very good ward blocking the easy camp. Because Fnatic already set up with Wisp. They used him to kill the trees using Tether. And they were setting up 2-pole middle lane, which is something they've done a lot of in the past. And they can't now without ward blocking the spawn.
Yeah, what do you think of the answer of Virtus.pro? I mean, they realized they were going to be facing a dual lane mid. Regardless, they of course they blocked the creep spawn, but they also are going to run a dual lane middle. Instead of putting Invoker there to get maybe some extra fast level, they have Airman and Ines sitting mid against Era and No-Tail.
They've obviously watched Fnatic. They know how they like to play, and they were prepared for this. They're running a jungler of their own, and top lane for Invoker should be fairly even. It depends on how Trixie decides to play this, because if he does decide to creep skip a lot, Invoker's going to have a little bit of problem CSing at his tower, but then he also has to worry about the pressure that Furion's going to give him. The fact that they just dual lane mid off the bat, and they also blocked the pole camp, just shows that they were prepared to play Fnatic.
Definitely seem prepared, though we also have a prepared Fly who placed the sentry ward exactly the spot where Santa was hanging around. If you were to guess, where's gonna be the first blood happening?
I'm gonna assume middle, and it's gonna involve Furion coming in to help out Virtus.pro.
Okay, so you'd expect probably then the Wisp to go down. I mean, Abraham and No-Tail are known for playing fairly aggressive, so we might see them trying out to see if they can already get NS. But NS is countering fire with fire, already having some aggression up on Era with that Thunder Strike, and that's actually the first blood! Nose! It is CRZ that goes down, the Iron Shell, this is doing too much damage, and of course the illusion room that Trixie had at the start also helping out getting some extra harassment up. And CRZ gonna be getting harassed again, the tower still attacking the creeps, and now Trixie backing off with that surge. Wow.
Yeah, with the illusion room, Trixie put an Iron Shell on one of the illusions and just had it follow around Crazy, so it would take damage from the Iron Shell, and it just harassed him too low, and he was able to dive him the tower to get the first blood. Good plays from Trixie so far.
He's gonna be harassed a bit now as well. I mean, in the meantime, CRZ is not getting that much. He's got 5 last hits while Trixie has 10, so there's a double there, and he's gonna try it again. And there is still not that much that CRZ can do. There's no Vex for extra speed. There's KSI though. He can try to help out. You're gonna go home in instead. There is no Sprout just yet, so they just can only run and chase him. But that's so very dangerous. He can do that again and again until CRZ actually picks up some wax and might be able to go invisible or something. And then still he's not all that safe.
And still Trixie's going to outfarm him now.
Yep. And the tower is gonna be actually cold snap going off. Was it a cold snap on the creep? Yes it was. Okay. Fair enough. We actually have Era now by himself, or at least Wisp is trying to counter ward successfully so. Used actually 2 sentry wards to do that, interestingly enough. But Era getting some experience just by himself, so he's now ahead of both the Disruptor and the Lifestealer. Lifestealer, however, 16 last hits for him, with Era only on 7, so it is Virtus.pro that's getting ahead on that lane, based on last hits.
Ooh, and a big missed pull there from No-Tail, mistiming it. If once he starts to get those pulls going, that's going to give Fnatic a edge in middle lane. They're already winning top and bottom, so if they can also win middle lane, they're to be in a great position going to mid game. And the thing with Trixie winning top lane, Darkseer's getting off to a good start, have such a huge impact on the game. We've seen it time and time again with Empire, and another kill happened.
Another kill happened, and open wounds happen on No-Tail as well. He might still be going down as a revenge kill. Airman is gonna stop chasing that though. There might be another reality rift soon if he wants to. But they're just going to continue farming. It was actually, of course, NS that dropped there. With the kill going to the Wisp. Wisp, who is, I'm not sure if you should be pulling here with those poison creeps. That was actually, I was thinking, why is he dropping so low? But he stacked successfully. So that's going to be, and that's actually the trees growing back And that's gonna be having some issues, or at least unless they clear it out again with another StarLadder, which they should be able to do. In the meantime, Trixie's gonna find KSI again. Trixie uses his soul ring though, it's dropping pretty low. He's gonna try to surge himself away, trying to block there with with the trees. Ease his way out of this crowd, will be just fine. And that's actually a NS rotating top. We do have sorry?
Nothing.
Okay,
So I'm just like enjoying watching the game and not really commentating on it. Not doing my job.
Oh my god, but that's fine. That's fine too. I mean, you can just intersect when there's useful information that I'm missing, and then I'm just babbling on in the meantime. That's all. That's fine. I mean, that's what I'm doing anyway. So that's just fine. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for the moment until Era is level 8 and there's a level 6 upon no-till, and they're just trying to try and gank with Virtus.pro, of course, also trying to counter gank that and trying to anticipate, because they can try to bait out with that Nature's Prophet. Also, full snap up. They're gonna try to go for Trixie, TP in from KSI as well. There goes the kinetic field, trying to slow him down, stop him, successfully so. Iron Shell, he knows he's gonna die. Gonna try to do something, take someone with him, but not gonna be able to do that. And KSI picking up a kill. Was the first kill going to Virtus.pro, but they all dropped so low with that Iron Shell there.
And that was a really, really important kill for them to get to slow down Darkseer. I was saying a little bit earlier, Darkseer with a good start, you typically want him to get level 12 as soon as possible to have a huge impact in team fights. But also, you know, the better start he has, the faster he's going to get a mech up, and your pipe up, and your core team fight items, which is, he's going to be the hero for Fnatic that's going to have to get all of the team fight items. I guess Wisp could get the mech, but he's not farming that well, and he have to go for a bottle first to be more aggressive during the early mid game. Like once he gets around level 6, he wants to stay on the map all the time and be aggressive. So it's going to be up to Darkseer to get all their core items. Meanwhile, mech is probably going to come in from Nature's Prophet, who already has an urn and he's working towards his Midas first.
Yep. So far so good, and Airman actually took refuge into the jungle. He left middle lane for a second. There's actually 3 heroes around middle lane with Trixie just roaming around, now going towards the bottom lane, or not, or sticking around. Now that Airman is back, they're gonna go for him. Reality Rift hits, 3 seconds stun, that's gonna be a quick kill. Trixie did get an assist by that Iron Shell. That was a successful, well, can I call it a gank if they're just coming from the front and running towards him? I'm not sure. Successful kill.
Successful kill, yeah. They noticed that Ennis completely abandoned that lane, and he's letting Naix solo there so he can get his experience top and also help Invoker out.
Yeah, Airman though, they're gonna try to go for something. Open wounds up on no-tail. Can they get it? Spirit still flying, doing some damage here and there. There's a 3-second stun again up on Airman though. He's taking so much damage. And the rage is on cooldown. Wisp still dies because Santa comes in to help. But Airman will still drop an air with the surge up. But we glimpse back inside the kinetic field and we'll take a dive to KSI. Track still goes up on Trixie, but that's going to be 2 kills for 1. I'm not sure if... Yeah, they got Era, that's nice. But having Lifestealer dive for the 2nd time in such a short period of time. Oh, Santa. Trouble. Gonna be able to juke that one, but Ness is not. Trixie just being MVP in this middle lane fight with that Iron Shell. Even with the track on, they saw him coming. Couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, Ennis stayed around to try and help Santa. Santa did a good job of juking with Shadow Walk, but Ennis just stayed too long and ended up dying because there was a 2nd Iron Shell there that helped to kill him super fast on a creep.
Yeah, and those were, I mean, it was a trade, but for Virtus.pro it was actually 2 track kills going off, I think, so that are,
nope.
at least one of the 2.
The Wisp wasn't a track because Bounty Hunter got 6 off of the Wisp kill.
Ah, okay, so only 1 track kill then, but track kill not.
In the meantime, Honey pops his ult to take bottom tower.
Yep, and he is gonna try to, they're gonna try to make him pay. Open wounds up on Honey, and he should be dropping now. 1 more hit to go, but he is actually staying alive. Galim's back will help out, and that's gonna be the kill going to NS. In the meantime, Nature's Prophet TPing bottom to help kill off Fly as well. And that's actually 5 heroes of Virtus.pro in this bottom lane. Every single hero here. They should be taking a tower in return of that one, otherwise, not too sure if that was worth sending 5 heroes over.
They're already rotating back to mid lane to stop this push, if they can. But they use Glyph on bottom, so he might go for the deny.
Ah, failed that one, and Chaos Knight Era picking up the gold. And looking for Reality Rift perhaps. So Spirits get Roshan out. Nice bash. Bash him first hit. Thou shall not kill Invoker. So first so good then. Well, that's 2 towers down on the side of Virtus.pro, and we see the gold graph spiking up in favor of Fnatic. Experience graph is experience graph is a bit even, or at least slightly in favor of Virtus.pro, but basically even because it's really not that big of a difference. It's of course also because the kills are still even, and both of the teams are actually rotating a lot. They're gonna try to go for CRZ. There's a Real Drift in. No stun though. Tornado first, and he'll be getting away. Santa might. Oh, he's also gonna be unlucky. Ninja probably ultimate going through. Oh, that's a nice pick off. That's a track kill as well. Santa 4-second stun. There's a static storm kinetic field. Era cannot get away from that one. Nice 2 pickups going the way of Virtus.pro.
NS has had amazing movement so far this game when he has been moving around. Like when he moved to top at the start, he got a pick off on Trixie. Then he's always in position to get these glimpses off. And the fact that they have track is going to let them get so many pickoffs using glimpse during the mid game if Fnatic isn't really careful about their positioning. That was just, it was about like the 3rd kill I think they've gotten this game just because of glimpse. It's a great play from NS so far.
Every time directly inside that kinetic field, of course. And Static Storm this time, of course, helping out as well. No Real Drift out of that one. And that is, I mean, it started off as a gank towards CRZ, couldn't get it and lost 2 heroes because of it. Oh, Sentry Ward is gonna help out instantly. Tornado EP still going through, but Santa, is he gonna be able to get away from this? I don't think he is. One more hit, and it's Wisp that gets the kill. Now they're gonna go on CRZ. Sven coming in, Lina as well, no hope for him, and Fly just picks up that kill. We haven't seen Lina and Sven like that much this game. They have been on the bottom lane, have not been able to kill off Santa there. But they've actually not been doing that bad. I mean, it's actually Honey that's highest on last hits, and he is 2nd highest on net worth.
Yep. Fly did a lot of just zoning out Santa from experience, the most that he could bottom. He didn't do a lot of pulling of his own, so he had a late level 6. He just hit it that fight, and Hani was just farming on bottom. Sven is their best late gamer on their team. But now that there's 6 on both of Fnatic supports, no tail being 7, expect them to get super aggressive. Especially as they start to take more towers. Fnatic, another thing about them that... Oh, actually.
Oh, another nice glimpse. Kinetic field, Fly, can he stay alive? Mechanism helping out, but it's not gonna be enough. I might pay for that one though. 2-second stun, and Sven just comes in to take the last hit. Seriously, getting stunned up. Will be a tether stun as well if they get it. No, he's too fast. They can't get him. He's invisible also. Kinetic field trying to help out, not getting anything this time. Santa looking for a pickup. No tail, no more mana left, but a whole bunch of HP and 3 heroes surrounding him trying to help out. Oh, he rocks into a Sentry Ward. 4-second stun. That's gonna be the end of that one. That's just that Sentry Ward.
That was barely in range of that sentry.
Yeah, on the edge, really.
And if that was a 2-second stun, since everyone else on Fnatic is out of mana, he would have lived. But a 4-second gets him killed.
Luck of the draw. Luck
So,
based
what I was gonna say is Fnatic does a lot of grouping up as 5. And here we go with the Wisp TP.
Yep, they find KSI. 2-second stun to start it off with. Was this a blind TP? Reality he will go down, but...
Nope, they've got a ward on bottom rune. KSI walked right past and got caught. It's...
Quick, fast pickup.
VP actually picked Furion after the Wisp was picked, which surprised me a lot because Furion has a lot of trouble split pushing and maximizing his farm, which is really just his main usefulness, in my opinion, just keeping up the split push against the Wisp. It's really easy to pick him off.
Yeah,
so I expect to see a lot more of that to happen.
But I figured it might be used as a slide of bait rather than anything else. I mean, you can have the Nyx jumping into that Nature's Prophet that can help out. It's basically, well, it can be considered the same. It can be used as bait to try and lure the Wisp TP out. Oh, Era gonna be using his Phantasm for this one. Is gonna be inside the kinetic field and Static Storm there though. Can he do something? Trying to get himself out. 9 HP, 10 HP will be dropping to NS as Wisp still gets picked off by Santa there. That's 2 quick kills.
At the start of that, there was a failed initiation by Fnatic. The tether broke when Era used his Reality Rift. So Airman, instead of getting tether stunned and then stunned by Chaos Bolt, just was able to rage away. Then they hung around and No-Tail tried to save Era and ended up dying with him there.
Yep, and that was
just really good for VP.
I mean, they've both died 3 times right now. That's something that you don't or that you shouldn't really be seeing. I mean, on 10 kills on Virtus.pro, 6 of them are on that combination. It does mean, of course, I mean, if one combo doesn't work out, like the Wisp TK, even though it has got some successful kills already, but they've always got the Sven-Lina combination. And they just used Sven to kill off the Bounty Hunter. Sentry Ward again, definitely placed. Lina actually walking around or flying around with the dust in her bags as well, just in case that Bounty Hunter comes close. Let's see if they can find a kill on Airman, who's trying to get himself away. Should be able to. Looks like they want to go for the last T1 tower standing on the side of Virtus.pro though. I mean, that's the main difference. The kills are even. But Fnatic has constantly gotten towers in rewards for their kills, while only one tower is down on the side of Fnatic.
Getting these towers got and also a stronger landing phase for the most part. Like, they got a good start on their core heroes. They've got mech up already, they got the drums up, they've got 2 pairs of mana boots, or 3 pairs of mana boots right now. So it's gonna weaken the effect of Invoker. And they also have stronger teamfight because they have a mech, and Furion is still working towards one if he so chooses.
They're gonna try to defend their bottom tier 1, as it doesn't look like Virtus.pro wants to continue going this third job. Trixie doesn't want to let KSI escape. Oh, inside the Sprout, but that doesn't matter this time. Iron Shell not gonna be doing enough damage to take him down as Reality Rift on top with the 2-second stun up on Airman. Can he rage? No, well, he jumped inside a creep. That's also possible. Jumps himself out, still has the rage, rages and TP's out. NS, careful now. And they're actually gonna TP bottom. Gotta continue going on that one. That's actually Darkseer still dropping, but at least they pick the bounty on drop with that one. As CRZ still gets chased down. There's gonna be another reality rift there. Featherstone as well, Sven's down from the side, and that is another 2 pickups, 2 for 1. Good trade for them, and they might even get another tower for this.
No, I don't see them not getting this tower. Unless they decide to back off. Hani's got no mana, I guess. And Spitz in a way as they did run away.
Yeah, they're a bit too scared of Airman getting back up, as they do have vision inside the dire jungle. That there's not a lot of people there. Kinetic, Field, Static, Storm, no tail. I do not think they're going anywhere right now. KSI picking up the kill for that one.
Lie fallow in your grave.
I'm quite surprised. I mean, we know that the tower difference is pretty big, so that should be rewarded with a pretty big gold difference, but the gold is actually only 2k. Sorry?
Yep, there's also track though, which is helping VP out a lot. And VP also has 2 Midases on their team.
Santa.
Is still on Santa?
Yeah, they found him again. Sentry. Oh, might he actually get away? Oh, no, Sentry being placed. They know where he is. Darkseer not gonna be hitting. And Airman comes in to save the day. Fly will be dropping with an open wound up on him. And it will be Trixie that will be running away from this one. Should be able to stay alive and get away. That was a clutch escape from Santa. I really thought it was going to go down.
Yeah, I'm surprised that none of the supports on Fnatic are carrying... Or, well, I shouldn't say none. No-Tail is carrying Dust, but I'm surprised they both aren't carrying Dust. Just Sentries isn't the best versus a Bounty Hunter.
I do think Lina was carrying Dust earlier, but either she gave it to No-Tail or... juiced it earlier.
And you're actually right, that is Lina's Dust on No-Tail. They're keeping it on him for their TP ganks. They can actually TP in on Bounty Hunter. It was what I was saying earlier about the early game items that Fnatic got, you know, the mech and the drum up. VP chose to get Midas on both Lifestealer and Furion. Furion actually decided to get a 4-staff instead of even going for a mech.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Disruptor has enough farm to even think about a mech right now either.
Yeah, VP's really choosing to just go for more of a late game and give the early game, mid game up in terms of just pushing to Fnatic.
They don't want to try to team fight too much, I guess, as they know that Era is standing around there. I think Santa's gonna scout out some people as well, as there are gonna be more Centaur's tracks going up. Now they know that he's here. There is actually 4 heroes here, 5 here from Galim's back. Wait a second, Fly dead before the fight starts. Hero though gonna reality drift in on CRZ, Dust being popped. They want to go for it, but Airman just turns around, open wounds up on Hani. There's gonna be a stun, 4 seconds up on Santa, who drops with that one. 1 for 1 so far, but it looks like Fnatic wants to go for more. The KSI is gonna be the target. That's gonna be painful. But the rest of Fnatic, the rest of Virtus.pro actually already backed off, and they will get this tower this time. Airman still hanging around here. Actually, he's gonna be paying for not backing off in time. It is Hani picking up the kill. And Fnatic just sticking around. They have also got Lina back up again, who's making her way back. going middle instead first. Quick pickup, and they might actually get a Roshan here. Overboard as well. Every time Fnatic gets something in return for the kills that they do, Virtus.pro just get picks on the backside when they're trying to get away. Mostly used, mostly by NS.
And at the start of that fight, NS got a good glimpse off. They had a free kill on Lina, but their Tornado and EMP combo from Invoker was on cooldown. And outside of Tornado and the Kinetic Field and Static Storm combo coming out from NS, they're really, really weak on Disable. They just overextended a little bit too much and got caught bottom.
Yeah, we're gonna see NS getting dropped here as well. No Roshan fight going on. JK still gonna take a lot of damage. Positive Urn Charge over negative Urn Charge as the Laguna Blade just picks off Santa once again. Sentry Wars doing their work. NS buys back. 4 seconds stun up on CRZ. He has no hope of survival as he gets picked off by No Tail. Can they find more NS? He just bought back, but he will die again with the crit from Hera working out, and there's gonna be Airman just trying to do something here still, but he's by himself. Reality Rift in from KZI puts him on the high ground. 3 seconds stun, that's another death. Buyback from Crazy now. Can he stop this? Can he stop Fnatic? Nobody of Fnatic actually died. Sven was so close, but stayed alive. Roshan stayed alive too, so far. I will die anyway. But what a good fight again for Fnatic. Right now it's just spiking upwards in all the graphs.
And Honey's going for Crazy here.
Can they still go for that? Oh yes they can.
Well, nope, with TP's down. He's gonna get away.
Yeah, the Mask of Madness up on Hani also. Era picking up the Aegis. We've got drums, he's going for Mantisar by the looks of it, picks up a Yasha.
And he's really close to Mantisar as well. Hani's gonna be working towards a BKB. Their supports are sitting on not much. No Tail actually has a bunch of gold. And he's sitting on 1800 right now. So chase on Santa. Where's the reveal?
Ooh, Santa. Oh, he does that stun. The dust. He's not in range of the dust. Oh my god, he'll be able to stay alive this time. Oh, CRZ, careful now. Oh, Airman then. They're so split up right now. There's the Rage TP. Should be enough to get him out of that place. And the defense comes on a tier 1 tower bottom. Fnatic does not want to give anything away.
As far as items go for VP, Donny Hunter is still working towards a drum right now. He's getting close. Invoker just bought back, so he's broke. He does have a 4-staff up though. There's a Midas Urn 4-staff that was already talked about on Furion. Nake's finished his armlet a little while ago. He's sitting on 1k now, along with his Midas. And NS just has Urn, Magic Wand, and Boots, having bought back himself.
I'm quite surprised he still has that, considering he bought back. But that's also, I mean, he has been on 9 out of the 14 kills, so he has a pretty high involvement rate in this game so far with all those Glimp kills that he has been orchestrating. As we might be seeing the tier 1 tower bottom going down, or at least Virtus.pro really wants it because they need that goal to get their main items up from those towers. They have 5 heroes here and they're up against 3 from Fnatic.
And there's already a sentry replaced by Lina trying to scout out Santa. And Lina actually has a Ghost Scepter picked up now.
Yeah, oh, Galim's back.
Good.
Trixie gonna have a track up as well. Is there gonna be enough damage? Tornado EMP gonna go through as well, helping out. Not enough damage just yet though, but the open wounds might be able to do it. That is helping out indeed. Laguna Blade still hits. Not killing off anybody this time. More TPs incoming. It is Trixie that is on his way back. Airman trying to get away from Hani here. Here comes Era also. And that is gonna be Santa carrying and Lifestealer out of trouble, out of misery. And he'll be actually pink with the armlet that the Lifestealer has on.
It was a good play from Santa at the end of the fight to save Airman.
Yeah.
He knew that he had a haste run and he wasn't going to get caught with his invis. He was able to save him. He might actually pick a kill out with it.
Oh, Trixie just pulled back. But they're gonna go for the tower instead. Airman struggles his armament off. Is actually pretty low right now. Has to be careful, doesn't have a rage again. And no, that's not gonna be him being alive anymore. JK picking up the kill. And no tower going down. 5 heroes there from Fnatic defending that. They really, really love their towers.
Hey, the more that you can keep up your map control, especially when you have a Wisp, the more opportunities you have to gank.
That is
very
true.
The big thing that happened that last fight is as Glimpse happened and they caught Trixie out, Wisp and CK TP'd behind that on top of Invoker and Furion and completely split them out of the fight. Invoker used his Tornado to get Fnatic's help from the Sven and Lina, so they could disable those guys, so they can actually kill Trixie off. But that just opened it up for CK and Wisp to crush him right after they finished the TP.
And they were a bit distracted. They couldn't. I mean, they had Trixie in there. They couldn't really finish it straight away, which was obviously actually I missed. Well, I knew that they TP'd in, but I missed that they were TPing behind. As we have actually a gem of true setup on Notiel, or at least in his stash. So map control is the word here, and of course, beside that, Santa's not going to have an easy time, even though he already didn't have an easy time because there's literally sentries everywhere, or there were.
There's a DD rune up on arrow right now, so Fnatic's going to be looking to get an engagement ASAP.
Yeah, exclamation mark going off on the bottom lane. They realize KSI is there. He realizes he's being spotted. Can he get himself out? No, he cannot. 2 hits is all Era takes.
Yeah, and they saw him there because he walked over the sentry ward. That little bit of vision was enough to get a free kill for them. I'm going to translate this into the push as they still have Aegis.
Guillem's back. Stun still hits 3 seconds. But they can't go in. They might be able to kill off Santa though. With that gem. Oh, the gem is not in the. Oh, still in the stash. Still in the stash.
Ooh, another Ghost Scepter was picked up by Trixie.
But still alive against that Lifestealer, of course, since the last time he went down for that. It looks like Fnatic is looking maybe to push to the tier 3. Or they're actually backing off. They're backing off. I'm gonna try to kill Santa instead. Maybe BKB actually up on Hani right now, complete for that one. And Fnatic is just, they're just pulling more and more ahead right now. I mean, they're having control of the map, making sure that Virtus.pro does not feel safe in farming basically anywhere right now. And, I'm not sure, what do you think that Virtus.pro should do to get back inside this game, to get back on top of this game?
I think they need to gank the CK and Wisp when they're farming together. Fnatic has a couple of times this game split up as 2 and 3. You know, it's the Wisp plus CK as 2, and then the other 3 are sticking together. If they can get the, as there's actually another gank from CK Wisp.
Yeah, so
Don't watch the minimap for a second and you miss it.
Was that? Well, they might be getting countering. No, they're not. Never mind. Keeping back.
Yeah, if they can pick off the CK or the Wisp when those 2 are farming together, instead of engaging on the other 3, then they're going to be fighting at a numbers advantage instead of even numbers.
So picking some hero off and trying to get their advantage in doing something. Well, in the meantime, it's very difficult to do so because I mean, Era and Notiel are constantly ganking themselves, so they are very aware of where everybody is on the map regardless. And I don't think they're going to be having themselves get caught out.
And Aegis just got reclaimed by Roshan. Just expired from Era's inventory.
That might be a help, and Era actually gets the Gem of True Sight from Notiel then. But it's gonna be very difficult for Virtus.pro to try and to get Era and Notiel. Maybe they should try to have a bait going on. Baiting with the Nature's Prophet, for example. I mean, Nature's Prophet does not have had that much of an impact in the game so far. I mean, he's been in the ganks, of course. He can't really split push purely because of that Wisp TP. Together with the CK. He picked himself up an ultimate, or probably going for a sheep stack, so that might be helping out if he gets the chance to get that up. In the meantime, everybody of Virtus.pro is playing so careful right now. They're just sitting in the base. Most of them, anyway. They were.
Oh, and there we go with the smoke gank. I was waiting to see one of those. It looks like they might end up baiting Lifestealer, unless he pops inside of someone. Because he isn't smoked right now. Or they might just look to engage from the side on Fnatic if they push. Fnatic right now is positioning themselves to just take control middle lane, top lane, and the jungle of DP to shut down their farming as much as possible.
Yeah, it's actually Nature's Prophet that his bait was not successful. TP goes out from Airman towards the top lane, so everybody on the bottom lane also gets out again. See the smoke people, they're just sitting there hiding.
Here we go with another 3-2 split from Fnatic.
Yeah, 3 on the bottom lane. Actually smoked up as well. This is interesting. Oh, it's gonna be Virtus.pro that's gonna be escaping there first, out of the jungle.
They don't have the gem with them though.
Oh, that helps. I don't see Santa just yet. Here they come though. It's a TP Wisp helping out as well. CRC is gonna be the target. He has no hope of surviving unless Wisp went the other way, which he did. And he's able to get a reality trap, leaves Era by himself, which is able to pick up Santa, but Yeah,
Most
seriously,
of
he
us
is
get
safe. He
away.
TPs himself out. Surprisingly.
And Belena's carrying a smoke on her instead of carrying more detection. Just a slight mistake that cost him a kill.
Yep, and that, well, they still get Santa. I mean, that's not that bad. But Santa, in the meantime, he's probably not as important to pick up as Invoker right now. Invoker's got 1900 gold. Curious to see what he's gonna build next. What are you expecting to see up on him?
He's probably going to be working towards the Hex too. They need to get more disable. Obviously, they've been lacking it all game.
Yeah.
But picking off Bounty Hunter's not bad either because you're just delaying his BKB more. And it's really hard for him to get into these fights without a BKB. Against Wisp, and then you also have CK Stone, Sven Stone, Lena Stone. Just a lot of disable coming out of Fnatic. The BKB is crucial.
Those combinations. And then you also have, I mean, it's not just Lena Sven that's a strong combination, but no, Lena works well together with the Chaos Knight as well. And with the Wisp even, with the Feather Stun, with the extra movement speed helping out. With and I mean, Wisp works well with the Sven as well. It's ooh, they see Santa, but they don't have the gem close by. That's a shame. Oh, yeah, let's Rift out.
Tether broke again.
That Feather Stun really needs to be there if they want to kill him off. Ooh, Nature's Prophet up on the high ground farming. I don't think they see him. We actually still have, well, we have one extra tower being taken down in the meantime. The bottom tier one did fall on the side of Fnatic. So that's some extra gold going to Virtus.pro, but I mean, they're keeping the gold graph even right now.
Yeah, KSI is doing a really, really good job the last couple of minutes. He knows that Fnatic's been, you know, mid lane, top lane in their jungle, so he's just been farming Fnatic's jungle where they're not at to get as much income as he can, get that cheap stick as fast as possible.
Yeah, he's actually, oh, there's a courier flying close by him.
There's actually Desolator picked up by Lifestealer, checking out some other items, big items that are getting picked up, and actually the fight might start here. Let's see.
Yeah, and they are
a little bit of pressure. Well,
looks like they're gonna just trade though. Tier 2 top is gonna be the target for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, it's really hard to fight a Dark Seer around Roshan.
Vacuum Iron Shell is just, it's just too clutch play. Can't take it. But they do get a tower, so some extra gold going the way of KSI actually, who is on 2800 gold, so getting closer towards his sheep stick indeed. So he has to be really careful of not getting picked up there. 3200 gold up on the Sven already. We're probably gonna see Crystals coming off from him soon, as it looks like Fnatic. They don't want to be having their ages expired again like they had last time. So they might just see to waste it straight away. Waste it, use it rather. They are going to work on the tower. It's got Phantasm also, Cold Snap going off. There goes the Mantis Cell first. No extra horses yet. Fortification goes off. In the meantime though, split push going off for Virtus.pro. They are pushing the tier 3 bottom. Top rather. Nice kinetic field. Just going through the tower though. That's going to be the tier 3 being picked up. Barry's going to be next in the meantime. Tier 3 top will be picked up as well, but it is Fnatic that's just getting that way faster, and they're still going to go for this. Can they do it? Airman just going to work here still. Laguna Blade helping out, picking off Airman, and it looks like Nature's Prophet is the way in time there, but I guess they're, oh wait a second, JK, trouble, here comes No Tail again together with Trixie though. Can they take JK still? Yes they can! CRZ picking him up, Tornado going through, Sprout up on No Tail, TP's out or tries to, will be able to do so. And there is Virtus.pro back all alive again in the mid lane. What do you think? Was that a worthy trade?
They wanted to try to get the racks in time. It was a good idea by them because it was going to be really hard for them to take that fight, even with a high ground advantage. Having the Aegis up, a long BKB on Sven, which actually popped early there. It was a 9-second BKB that he popped right when Disruptor threw out the kinetic field to make sure that they could take the racks. But it was going to be super hard for them to take that fight, so they just decided to go for the split push. They do have a Desolator up, which helps them push faster, but not as fast as a Mantis style CK.
Okay, there's just Santa being picked up with the 4 seconds on again, as Airman just jumped himself into a creep. The only creep that's left alive. Oh, they're just waiting for him. Poor Airman. Run! He has a rage. He's trying to run. Doesn't have a TP though, and yeah, that's gonna be too much to do. He's trying to do what he can, but it's yeah. That was a double kill. They got a tier 1 for it, but that's not really worth losing your tier 1 over. And in the meantime, the heart's complete up on Era. He has still got the Aegis. And they're still looking very strong. They are actually dropping down a bit on gold due to those towers. It's now only 8k in favor of Fnatic.
More important thing right now is buybacks on cooldown for Nags. When they're going for pickup on KSI.
Yeah, that's a very fast pickup. And that is
And he
why
just bought his Hex, so he doesn't have a buyback right now available. Of course, Fnatic doesn't know that. I do expect them to push though, with no buyback or no Nags for 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's gonna be a ranged rags dropping as an S just dies in 2 hits from Era. Cannot escape that one. Can they go for more? I think they can. They might be able to. There's still only 2 alive and they're just gonna rotate top. And that should be secure, to be fair. Lifestealer up in 4 seconds, but he's by himself only, and there is actually Heaven's Halberd up on no tail, so I do think they can kill him off if he tries to go do something here. I mean, they can't really team fight. They don't really have the lineup for any kind of team fight. Except for the Disruptor, of course. Forced up, Tornado EP. The range racks. Come on, who's gonna take that 18 HP? Thank you, Era. I'll leave it there. Open wounds, maybe. There he goes. Go for Era Cold Snap as well, but that's gonna be Phantasm help out Manta style rather. Kinetic Field Static Storm still locks into, but it's not scaring them off. On the contrary, they just want to continue going. Santa's gonna be the target. 4 staffs helping out. Vacuum still gets an S, and S gets dropped down. But Virtus.pro, they have to find Sanctuary in their own fountain. And that's not really good if you still are need to defend your bottom racks. And GG well played because of that, of course, gets called out. So it's gonna be game number 1. Going to Fnatic. Taking out a team that has been on such a high for such a long time, apart from against Empire, which you already mentioned at the start of the game also. But it is Fnatic that takes game 1. It's a best out of 3, of course. So we're gonna see another game coming up. See if Virtus.pro can make it to a game number 3, because that's the one that they want to force out if they still want to be in this competition. Because this is the loser bracket, small finals, and if you lose this one, you're out. No second chances, because this is their second chance.
This game was overall really good play by Fnatic. They got caught a couple times by some really nice glimpses from NS, but Fnatic played smart. This is a strat that I know that they've practiced and they executed it well. In order to take game 1, I thought that VP's picks were also a little bit weird. Just the fact that they took the Furion after Wisp was picked, and they also took Furion in the first stage. It just struck me as a little bit weird. Their plan with Nags Furion just didn't work out.
Well, and a strong dual lanes from Fnatic. I mean, they won their lanes and basically they built on from that one, and Virtus.pro, they just couldn't get back. Well, let's see game number 2. See if we have some change for Virtus.pro, if they can take on Fnatic for start of game number 3. And we'll be right back.